What's up, everybody? Ben Raz and Eric Lindquist here for Odd Shopper, and we are back. No days off here. Valspar Championship, PGA picks and betting. We're going to break down some of our favorite picks after what was a wild Players Championship. This isn't the most prestigious tournament. It piggybacks off what they say is the fifth major, Eric, but from the betting standpoint, we don't care. We're just looking to cash some tickets, and there are some good appealing odds out there. I know you have a couple bets that you're going to get into. Talk to me quickly about your thoughts on Valspar.
So Valspar is great. It's the Paul Casey Open, so
Sure.
we get that to look forward to. You're looking at a very difficult golf course. Copperhead course is one of the tougher ones that you're going to run into, which is ironic because it seems like every golf course we've played so far in Florida this year has played just brutally tough. This will be no exception. So expect a lot of long irons. There's a lot of holes where you're forced into certain layups. And you really have to give yourself opportunities with long irons. So giving a bump to those type of players, guys who might just not necessarily just bomb it, you have that Paul Casey type player. He's a great template for what you're looking at this week.
Well said, no doubt about it. If you're hopping into the channel for the first time, checking us out, welcome aboard. Good to see you. You want to show support the easiest way? Hit that like button. And if you want more picks, betting videos, tutorials, and all that, just press subscribe. We would love to have you as part of the community. Over 6,000 and growing quickly. All right, sir. You are the guest. You're going to set the tone. Where are you looking for your first bet for Valspar?
All right, first guy that I'm going to, let's just say that unless you were in that AM PM wave, I'm going to write off everything that you did last week because it was one of the more brutal things you're ever going to see legitimately in my golf career. I can't remember many times I've seen playing conditions that played that difficult. As such, 28-1 Matt Fitzpatrick. I have to go back to the well here. This guy was playing too good at the beginning of the year, ended up getting sick, didn't end up playing in Riviera, came back. It's kind of been lackluster, but then he ran into the absolute chainsaw as crazy chalk in the DFS streets. But now you're getting a lot longer odds than you would have been getting in this same situation had he been, I believe, in the AM PM wave. He's too good of a player. I mean, I was thinking about Koepka again, but I'm actually getting 28-1 as opposed to 25-1 at a number of the spots that have opened up here of late. I think that that's kind of the first addition to my card. As much as I want to just say Sam Burns on Bermuda, I can't do it at 20-1 and 3.5-1 top five. So Matthew Fitzpatrick, my very first ad, just playing too well all around. We know the kind of prestige he can have with the iron game, with the putter. That kind of looks nice at a spot like Valspar.
So I'm with you. Wrote up a one and done article. He was included in that, and I do. First of all, he missed the cut right on the, right there, one or two strokes. Despite that, he lost 3 strokes putting. That's an outlier.
Weird.
And this guy, I think we all thought, or at least I do, that he's gonna win at some point. It's just I wasn't looking to back him when he's like 18-1 amongst really strong fields. This is a much better number and a much better situation. I have absolutely no problem with that. What about Jason Day? Jason Day is 50
What
to
about
1.
him?
What about him? So he's another one. He did not get it done last week. He was kind of, a little shaky with the irons throughout the beginning of 2022, even though the putter has looked better. I'm going to go back to him, though. I think that this is another number, 50-1 here. I like to see guys when they return to what they were great at. I think that's a very good catalyst. And Day, when he was at the height of his powers, was the world's best putter and short game. And that has been his strength right now. He has gained around the green and with the putter in 5 of 6 with both of them. That is really positive. The irons have been a little shaky, but it's not massive. It's -1, -0.8, it's not -7, things like that. I think he can turn that around. This is a technical, difficult layout. If he can mask it, if it's a low scoring, I looked at him at 50-1. I'm going to put him on the card. He's with guys like Keegan Bradley, Alex Noren, Webb. To me, he has the best shot at that number amongst his peers. I'm going to put him on the card there. All right, we've each got one. You got the better one. I'm going to admit, I'd rather have Fitzy than Day. Round 2, where are you going here?
Man, I feel sharp all.
That's a good one.
It's early out here. Thank you, but I'm thinking that so this might feel a little chasey, but I think I have my logic. You actually said his name. It's Keegan Bradley, top 5, 9-1. Talk about returning to what they're great at. Keegan Bradley had an outlier week at the Arnold Palmer in terms of iron play. Actually lost a little bit with the irons, which just legitimately never happens. It was the first time since CJ Cup back in October last year that he had lost with the irons at the Arnold Palmer, put up an 11th. Then we saw him just go on a ball striking rampage in obviously tough conditions there at the Players. Again, I'm not even reading so much into that, but the Arnold Palmer, he showed the ability to gain with the putter, 3.7 strokes gained putting. I think the putting surfaces you're going to see this week are going to resemble that a lot more than what we're going to be resembling for the Players. You get very, very fast greens here once again, just like you had at Bay Hill. I love seeing 3.7 strokes gained for a guy like Keegan Bradley, because that ball striking just immediately turned on and flipped back to what he's great at. And the putter, he lost 1.1 strokes gained. When I woke up this morning and started going through this, I expected to see that he had gained strokes putting for this tournament, considering he played so well, put himself in contention, and finished 5th. Sign me up for Keegan Bradley. It might feel a little chasey, but I think just the last 2 weeks, I'm more optimistic about what we saw at the Arnold Palmer and what he's capable of doing with the putter there.
Yeah, he also caught a miserable, stupid rule at the Players that should not have been a penalty. So Keegan is playing fantastic. Good luck. Stay tuned for more Valspar content. Me and Eitan Shander will have our betting content. And then, of course, on the DFS side, we have you covered. Hit that like button and the subscribe on the way out. Hit us with the comments with your favorite bets. Good luck. Enjoy the tournament. And we'll talk to you guys soon.